You walk into Costco on a Saturday, a wall of televisions, big, bright, beautiful, a 65-inch 4K smart TV for 600 bucks. You stand there for a second, you do the math in your head, and you think, how is this even possible? Here's the thing. It's possible because something has quietly changed, and most members haven't noticed yet. For decades, Costco built its name on one promise. You pay the membership fee, and in return you get stuff that actually lasts. Real value, real quality, the kind of stuff your dad would buy and still be using 15 years later. But walk those electronics aisles today and something feels off. The prices look great, the boxes look impressive, but the products inside, a lot of them are built to die. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. What's actually going on? Let me explain what's happening in plain English. Costco isn't making these electronics. They never did. They buy them in massive bulk from manufacturers, slap their warehouse pricing on the sticker, and pass the savings on to members. That part hasn't changed. What has changed is what the manufacturers are sending them. Walk down the TV aisle and pick up any flat screen under $700, flip it around, look at the back. You're looking at plastic so thin you could probably crack it with your thumb. The panels inside are using cheaper LED backlights with shorter lifespans. The internal boards are built with what repair techs call service disposable components, meaning if one capacitor pops, you don't fix the TV, you throw it out. There's no fixing it. There's not even a port to plug a technician's tool into anymore. And it's not just TVs, it's laptops, it's tablets, it's soundbars, it's robot vacuums. It's a whole category of electronics that used to last a decade and now lasts about as long as a gym membership. But here's where it gets worse. The TV problem nobody talks about. Let's start with the big one, televisions. A few years back, you could buy a mid-range TV at Costco and reasonably expect 8, 9, 10 years out of it. People still have those sets running in basements and guest rooms. They just won't die. Now, service technicians are seeing a totally different pattern. Failure starting around month 14, month 16. Backlights dimming, weird vertical lines, audio cutting out for no reason. And here's the kicker. Most of these TVs are designed in a way that makes repair almost impossible. The boards are glued, the screens are bonded to the frames. Replacement parts cost almost as much as a new TV. One owner posted online about his 75-inch Hisense from Costco. Paid around $899. Beautiful picture. Looked amazing in the living room. 18 months later, the bottom third of the screen just went black. He called a repair shop. The tech laughed. Not at him, at the situation. Said the panel replacement alone was $700, and even then he couldn't guarantee it'd hold. So this guy did what almost everyone does. He threw it out, drove back to Costco, bought another one, and that's the trap. Because Costco's return policy is so generous, members feel protected, but the policy on most electronics is 90 days. 90. After that, you're on your own. The manufacturer warranties might cover a year. Maybe, but getting a manufacturer to actually honor that warranty, that's a whole other story. The expectation was, I'm buying quality. The reality is, you're renting a TV for about 2 years. The laptop aisle is worse now. Let's talk about laptops, because this one really gets me. Costco runs these promotions where you'll see a name brand laptop, looks gorgeous, big screen, decent specs for like 400 bucks. And you think, wow, what a steal. I get it. I'd think the same thing. Here's what most buyers don't realize. A lot of these laptops are what the industry calls channel-exclusive builds, meaning the manufacturer made a special version just for warehouse clubs. Layman's, same model number, but inside, cheaper memory, slower storage, lower grade hinges, plastic where there used to be metal, batteries rated for fewer charge cycles. You won't see this on the spec sheet. You won't see it in the reviews online because most online reviews are for the retail version, not the warehouse version. And by the time you figure out the difference, your 8 months is the battery's already swelling, the hinge is creaking, and that deal doesn't feel so much like a deal anymore. One woman wrote about her experience with a $499 HP from Costco. She loved it for about a year. Then the keyboard started doubling up keystrokes. Then the trackpad stopped responding. Then the battery wouldn't hold more than 2 hours. She took it to a repair shop. They opened it up, looked inside, and told her flat out, "We can fix it, but the parts will cost more than the laptop is worth." She'd had it 16 months, and this is where most people get fooled. They think they bought a deal. What they actually bought was a countdown clock. The robot vacuum trap. Wait until you see this next one because this one is wild. Robot vacuums. Costco is selling them like crazy. You'll see them stacked head high near the seasonal section. Big brand names. Sometimes off brands you've never heard of. Prices from $200 up to $7,800. Here's the part nobody's telling you. The internal batteries in these things are almost always non-replaceable. The motors are sealed. The wheels are press-fit, not bolted. And the software? It gets pushed updates for maybe 2 years. After that, the app stops working with newer phones, the mapping breaks, and your $200 floor robot becomes a really expensive paperweight. The worst part is the failure timeline. Most owners report serious issues somewhere between 16 and 22 months, right after the warranty window, almost like it was designed that way. And maybe it was, but I've always bought electronics at Costco. At this point, you might be thinking, I've been buying my electronics at Costco for years. I've never had a problem, and honestly, fair. A lot of people haven't, but this is where most people make a mistake. They assume Costco today is the same Costco from 10 years ago. It's not. The store hasn't changed its values, but the manufacturers it buys from have. Every major electronics brand has been pressured by competition, by supply chain costs, by shareholder demands to make products cheaper to build, and cheaper to build almost always means cheaper to last. Costco is caught in the middle. They can either pass on the cheaper, lower quality products at low prices or stop carrying the category. Guess which one they picked? And here's the part that should stick with you. Costco's return policy is the only thing keeping a lot of these products viable, because if they sold without that safety net, the failure rates would torch their reputation overnight. The policy is doing the work the product won't do on its own. The soundbar surprise. Let me give you one more, and this one's quick, but it matters. Soundbars. You'll see them in the electronics section, sometimes paired with TVs. $200, $300 with a wireless subwoofer looks great on the box. A repair tech in Ohio posted a breakdown of one of these popular Costco soundbars after his second one failed. Inside, 2 cheap amplifier chips, a circuit board the size of a credit card, and speaker drivers that in his words looked like something you'd find in a free hotel clock radio. His average failure point? About 14 months, right after the return window closes, right at the edge of the warranty. His advice was simple. If you want a soundbar that'll last more than a couple years, don't shop on price. Don't shop on brand recognition. Shop on weight. Pick it up. If it feels light and hollow, put it back. Real audio components have mass. They have substance. The good stuff feels heavy in your hands. That's a tip you won't see in the frustration owners are feeling. Here's what really gets people. It's not even the money, it's the feeling. You go to Costco because you trust it. You pay the membership specifically because you don't want to be tricked. You're not chasing some sketchy deal on a sketchy website. You're standing in a fluorescent lit warehouse surrounded by other middle-class families buying a product from a company your parents trusted. So when that product fails, it doesn't just feel like a broken TV, it feels like a broken promise. One member wrote, and this stuck with me, "I'm not mad about the money. I'm mad because I thought I was being smart. I thought I was avoiding this exact situation, and I still ended up here." That's the real cost. The wasted money is one thing. The loss of trust is another. Because once you start wondering what else might be quietly disposable, you start looking at everything in the cart differently. How to actually protect yourself. So, what do? Quit Costco? Of course not. The store still has incredible value in a lot of categories. Groceries, tires, optical, pharmacy, bulk goods. The fundamentals are still strong. But for electronics, here's a simple framework. First, treat anything under $500 as a short-term purchase. 2 to 3 years tops. Budget for that. Don't expect more. Second, anything over $500, go look up the exact model number online. Not the brand, the model. Channel-exclusive versions usually have a slightly different code, like an extra letter or number at the end. Search that exact code with the word problems or failure. If you see a pattern, walk away. Third, Pay with a credit card that doubles the manufacturer's warranty. Some cards add an extra year, even two. That's free protection most people forget to use. Fourth, and this is the big one, if you're spending serious money on a TV, a laptop, or any major electronic, ask yourself one question. If this dies in 18 months, will I be okay with that? If the answer is no, you're shopping in the wrong aisle, maybe even the wrong store. The bottom line, Costco didn't get worse. The world did. Manufacturers figured out that disposable sells, repair is dead, and the warehouse model, the one we all grew up trusting, got pulled into the same race to the bottom that hit everyone else. The membership still has value. The food court still has the best $1.50 hot dog in America. But the days of walking into Costco, grabbing a TV, and forgetting about it for a decade, those days are quietly ending. And most members are only realizing it the second time they have to replace something they thought would last forever. So, before you load up that flatbed cart with the next big screen or the next laptop deal, stop for a second. Pick it up, feel the weight, read the model number, look at the warranty, and ask yourself if you're buying a product or just renting one with extra steps. Have you had a Costco electronic fail on you way sooner than it should have? Drop the model in the comments. Let other people see the pattern. That's how we protect each other from buying the same lemon twice. And if you don't want to waste money on your next big purchase, hit that subscribe NextGen Picks button because the next one we're breaking down is going to surprise you even more than this one did.